Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to chemistry class. We have started our new chapter number 4, that is carbon and its compound. And in this chapter, we have completed hydrocarbon, alkane, alkene, alkyne. And then we have started a new topic, that is functional group. In functional group, we have completed the first type, that is alcohol. After alcohol, we have second type of functional group, which is called aldehyde. Now what are aldehyde? C double bond O H group or CHO group is called aldehyde group. And the organic compounds in which CHO group is present are called aldehyde. Now, according to IUPAC rule, for naming organic compounds in which CHO group is present, aldehyde group is present, we use secondary suffix -al. Please remember. So here, secondary suffix used is -al, al. In alcohol it was ol, all. Here it is -al. Now this secondary suffix, when added to alkane, again the rule, first letter is vowel. So we have to draw E from alkane and add the remaining part to secondary suffix -al, as a result of which we obtain alkenyl. It means all aldehydes can be named as alkenyl. Now, the simplest member will be having one carbon atom, or the first member will be having one carbon atom. One carbon atom is already there in CHO group. So what we have to do? Satisfy valency fourth of carbon by hydrogen, as a result of which we will obtain HC double bond OH, or it can be written as HCHO. According to IUPAC rule, these compounds are named as alkenyl. As we are having only one carbon atom, so this compound is named as methanol. Now, the second member or the next member. Next member will be having two carbon atoms. One carbon is already there in CHO group. So what we have to do? We have to attach one more carbon with the carbon of CHO group. Now, valency of carbon of CHO is satisfied. Here, the carbon is forming only one bond. It is deficient of 3 more bonds. So, remaining 3 valencies of carbon will be satisfied by hydrogen atom. So, it will be your CS3 CHO, and compound is named as ethanol. Methanol, the first member, ethanol, the second member. In this manner, we can go for the next member, higher members, propanol, butanol, pentanol, and so on. Then comes group number 3, that is ketone. Now, what is ketone? C double bond O group or CO group is called ketone group. Important point. Ketone group is always a non-terminal group. It means it must be surrounded by carbon atom on the both side. So here we can say that if we talk about the first member of ketone, the simplest member of ketone, we will be requiring minimum 3 carbon atom. It is the only organic compound. It is the only functional group which starts with 3 carbon atom, while others can start with 1 carbon or 2 carbon. So it is the only compound where the simplest member or the first member requires or needs 3 carbon atom, because the group is non-terminal in nature. Then comes the secondary suffix. For naming ketone, secondary suffix used is on, O-N-E, not one, on. Now add the secondary suffix to alkane. Again, the rule is applied. As the starting letter of secondary suffix is a vowel, so we have to draw E from alkane, and then add on to alkane. It gives you alkanone as the IUPAC nomenclature of ketone. Now let us form the first member. Draw ketone group first. The group is surrounded by carbon atom on both the sides. It means minimum 3 carbon atoms will be required for getting the first member. One is already there. Now place one more carbon, one more carbon. Now check the valency. Valency of non-terminal carbon atom is completed. It's forming 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Terminal, it is forming only 1 bond. So here we have to place hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Here also hydrogen, hydrogen and hydrogen. It can be written as CH3, CO, CH3. This compound is called propanone. Reason is simple. Prop is used because 3 carbon atoms are there. Ane is used because single bond is there between carbon-carbon atom. Don't go for double bond between carbon and oxygen. Always look for bond between carbon and carbon. A single bond is there, so Ane is used. So it is your word root prop, Ane is your primary suffix, and on is your secondary suffix for the ketone group. In this manner, we can go for the other higher members like butanone, pentanone, etc. After ketone, we have number 4, that is carboxylic acid. And what is the representation? C double bond O OH or COOH is the representation of carboxylic acid. As the name suggests, carboxylic acid. The group is acidic in nature, or the compounds obtained by this group will be acidic in nature, means they will release H plus ion when dissolved in water. So this group can form H plus ion in water, that's why it exhibits acidic property. Remember, these are weak acids. These are weak acids. Being acidic in nature, the solution of carboxylic acid can convert blue litmus to red. Now, about the secondary suffix. For carboxylic acid, the secondary suffix used is oic acid. Oic acid is the secondary suffix for carboxylic acid. Now, add oic acid to alkene. Again, the first letter of the group is a vowel, so we have to drop E from here, as a result of which we will get the nomenclature as alkanoic acid. First member is formed when we are having one carbon, and one carbon is already there in the group. So what we have to do? Satisfy the last valency of carbon by hydrogen, as a result of which we will obtain H, C double bond OH, or it is HCOOH. This compound is called methanoic acid. Similarly, if we have two carbon atom, then it will be CH3COOH, and the compound is called ethanoic acid, the second member. For third member, we will require 3 carbon, and compound form will be CH3CH2COOH. Compound is called propanoic acid. Fourth member needs 4 carbon atom. Compound is CH3CH2CH2COH, which is called butanoic acid. Then comes the last one, number 5, halides. Now, what is there with halides? Halogen atom like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine will be present as the functional group. And in general, X is the representation used for halogen atom. So X, it is the bond that it will form with the carbon atom. So X here stands for chlorine, bromine, fluorine and iodine. Important point. Whenever halogen atoms are there as a functional group, then we never go for secondary suffix. IUPAC has proposed that for halogen atom we have to use prefix, term which is used before than word root is called prefix. And as a prefix, what we are doing? As a prefix we are using hal. For F it will be fluoro, for Cl it will be chloro, for Br it will be bromo, and for I it will be iodo. So halo is added to alkane. So what we will get? We will get haloalkane as the IUPAC nomenclature of halides. Let us see one example. So if I am writing CH3Cl, chlorine is there with 1 carbon. So halo will be your chloro, and for 1 carbon alkane will be your methane. So this compound is called as chloromethane. If Cl is replaced by F, it will be CH3F. Compound is called fluoromethane. If we have Br here, it will be CH3Br. Compound is called bromomethane. If X is I, it will be CH3I, which is called iodomethane. In the same member, in the same manner, we can go for the higher members. What we have to do? We have to increase the number of carbon atom. So if we increase the number of carbon atom, then it becomes C2H5Cl, or it can be written as CH3CH2Cl, which is named as chloroethane. In this manner, we perform the IUPAC nomenclature for alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid and halides. That's all in functional group. Thank you.